Hey guys, it's Efo RIRO we're making today. I'm just going to be adding my pepper mixture, some Atarodo, Tatashe, Shombo, and some onions, of course, in my blender. Feel free to make it yours. You can add some herbs, maybe garlic, ginger if you want, but I'm just going to go with this for today. So this is my pepper mixture in the blender. Onions, tatashe, and the rest. I'm just going to be adding a little water right about now because I don't want it to be a loose consistency. Yeah, if you have a food processor, feel free to use that because you don't have to add water to that. But as I'm using just a blender, I have to add at least a little water to make it work. So the thicker the consistency, the better. So feel free to use either of these to blend your peppers and your onions for your Efo RIRO. So I'm just going to slowly blend that because I don't want to overwork the blender. Now I am going to be adding my meat. I used goat meat, Kpomo, and Shaki. I'm just going to be adding that to the pot. As you can see, I'm not adding any water into my pot because I want the seasoning to intertwine with the meat. I want the meat to cook itself with its own water. I added some curry, some salt, and stock cube with some onions. I used Maggi Ninja pot seasoning because it's soup. That's like my go-to stock cube for anything soup, porridge, anything that has a crayfish taste in it. That is the seasoning I am going to use to cook that food. So I'm just going to stir this together. After adding my onions, I'm just going to stir this together so that it will make some love in that pot. Yep. Just stir it nicely. Make sure the seasoning gets even everywhere. You can already see water coming out of the meat. So I'll just leave that to cook. After 5 minutes, look at the water in this pot. I did not add any water. Now I am adding water. And I'm going to add just one. You can add as many as you want. Just for the spiciness, I'm adding one Atarodo to the meat for it to cook. My meat is ready. I am adding my stock fish to cook as well because I need it to be a little bit tender. So I got 5 bunches of my Efo Shoko. I am cutting it. As you can see, I have cut it already. I'm about to blanch it in hot water because I'm not adding any water to this soup, so I am blanching it for some minutes first to be a little bit tender. So I'm just going to immerse that in the hot water. Then I'm using cold water to stop the process of blanching. This is my washed Efo RIRO leaf after blanching. I am heating up my red oil. It's already heated up. I'm going to be adding my meat to fry lightly. I don't want it dry. I just want to fry it till it's brown. You can use an air fryer for this, or you can grill it in your oven. Feel free. But I am frying it in my hot red palm oil. So just going to fry that. I don't want it to over fry, so I am taking it out right about now. I'm going to be adding my onions at this time. I'm going to fry my onions for 1 to 2 minutes because I do not want it to get sweeter. I feel the longer you fry onions, the sweeter it gets. So I don't want to fry it more than 1 to 2 minutes. I'm just going to give that a nice stir. So I'm going to be adding some RIRO. What is Efo RIRO without the locust being in it? So I'm going to be adding my RIRO, and then I'm going to mix that up, and I'm going to be adding some crayfish. I'm going to be frying that not more than 2 minutes also because Crayfish easily burns when it's in oil, so I don't want it to burn before adding my pepper puree. That's my pepper mixture. Going to be adding my pepper puree now. As you can see, it's not so loose, it's a bit thick. I'm just going to be stirring that together and allowing it to fry. But before allowing it to fry, I'm going to be adding some stock cube and some salt. And I'm going to leave that to fry for about 10 to 15 minutes until the oil separates from the mixture. Then you know that it is fried. So as you can see, it has fried, oil has separated. I'm adding my stockfish. I'm adding my kpanla. This is going to be an obstruction soup. I do not like soup without all the condiments in it. So yes, you cannot even see the pepper again. Anyway, I'm going to mix this up nicely to combine it, the meat and the pepper. Then I'm going to be adding some smoked prawn. Remember I said this is loaded for RIRO. Adding one loaded. I hope I said that correctly. So my prawns are getting in there and I'm just going to mix this thoroughly. Thoroughly. Now it is time to finish it off with my Shoko leaf. This is an alternative. I think you can use spinach if you want, but I prefer Efo Shoko. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I know that I'm Yoruba, but please don't judge me. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to combine that. Almost see super big. Like, don't you just want to get your rice, your pounded yam, your eba, any option to go with this? You can even eat it with sweet potato or yam. Like, ha, who wants me to send them super big? Don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you think in the comment section below if you have any questions. Almost see soup. Look at this love in a pot. This is the end result. I had white rice with my Efo RIRO. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.